Hello, so welcome back to another video. My name is Erin. On my channel, I like to do all things makeup related as well as entertainment. I like to talk about movies, TV shows, books, whatever I find entertaining at the moment. So today I'm coming out here to do a makeup related video. As you guys can see, I've got the wig on again. If you've been on my channel before, I'm working on how to make it look more natural because this is a synthetic human hair blend. So it does have, it does look a little synthetic, but I've been working on how to make it look more natural, and I think I'm doing okay so far. But this is a way, especially since we're, still kind of quarantined, at least in my house, to not touch my natural hair. And haven't, even since before the quarantine, I have not straightened my hair or put any heat on my hair since January. So keeping strong with that. 5 months strong now. Okay. Anyways, though, today I'm going to be just doing a get ready with me, and using some products. Not really a tutorial, just kind of showing you guys these products. Some are brand new, some are things I've used once. I'm also going to be doing some swatches of these new lipsticks from this indie brand called Propa Beauty. I got this originally from, I saw this brand originally on Amy Loves Makeup on YouTube. She was the first one to mention these, and I think like a haul, not a haul, but like a will I buy it type of video. And then I also saw another YouTuber I watched on YouTube, Angelica, or Angelica, I don't know how to say her name correctly, sorry about that, but I do love watching her, and she did a swatches up with a lot of these lipsticks. So I went ahead and bought three, even before, as soon as Amy showed these on her channel and I saw her talk about them, I went and bought some because I just love the shades that they had. So I bought 3 shades: Focused, Fighter, and Believe It. So I'm going to be trying all 3 of those on in this video. So if you want to see how these 3 shades look on medium to tan skin, you can just stick around. Medium deep to tan skin, stick around. So I've got that, as well as some other products that are either new to me or I've used them once and I want to keep trying them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Whew, sorry about this long intro. It is so hot in my house right now because our air condition is like working fine downstairs, but upstairs it is extremely hot. So I am burning up right now, but I'm gonna push on through. So I've already washed my face and all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin. I do this a lot. I'll prime my skin and then I will go into my eye look because I like to let my primer sit on my skin for a little while and just get absorbed. So I have a whole bag of primers. I use my Sephora when Sephora had Sephora Play, I had it, and the little bags are recyclable and reusable, so I just use it to put all my primers in. And a lot of my primers are samples that I've got in BoxyCharms and Sephora Play. So I'm going to be using this one. It's the Pores Be Gone matte primer. I'm going to use a matte primer today because, like I said, it is so hot in my house and I have been like sweating. Even though I'm not going anywhere with this makeup look, I just, I don't want my makeup to be all sweaty and whatnot. So I'm going to put that all over the face today. I really like this primer because even though it's matte, and I have more on the drier end, I think I'm becoming more combo though because I'm starting to be really, really oily in my T-zone area. And I think that's just from me now having a better skincare routine. But I'm just starting to get really oily in my T-zone area, but still dry on like the other parts of my face. But even with this being a matte primer, it doesn't make my skin look super dry and like gross looking. It just does what it says. It mattifies and it looks really nice on the skin. So I like to press it into the skin and make sure it really gets absorbed. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyes while that primer is settling into my skin. Alright, so I went ahead and primed my eyelids off camera. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer mixed with a little bit of the J-Cat All About That base. I'm going to give this eyeshadow palette the best chance it has, so that's why I went ahead and used a little bit of this because I feel like this has a better lasting power, versus this one. I feel like with this one, it's nice to have my eyeshadow show up better, but I don't think it lasts very long throughout the day because I do see creasing with that one. But that's why I went ahead and mixed it. And plus, this one is a little bit too white for me. It does make my skin, I mean, it's just like very stark on me, so I like to mix it with something else. All right, so today I'm going to be using a new palette I just got yesterday, brand new to me. It's from Yves Saint Laurent. I hope I'm saying that right. Yves Saint Laurent, and it is their contour palette collector. So it has 5 colors. I think this one is in the, it says Urban Escape. Maybe that's the name of the palette. I believe so. It says it on here too. Urban Escape. Has a 24-month lifespan, and it has 0.18 ounces inside. And so it looks like this on the outside. It's a very pretty eyeshadow palette, very like luxe feeling. Is it worth it? We'll see. But this is what it looks like inside. You have a mirror, and then you have 5 shades. Very small kind of palette, like very compact. It does have 2 little brush things here. One is like those spongy foam sponge ones, and then another one is like this very tiny brush type brush. I don't think that I will be using that at all. I do like the sponge applicators. I buy these from like the dollar store though. You can get like 50 of these for $1, and I do like these because sometimes glitter eyeshadows are best applied with these. That's what I find in my personal, opinion and journey through using eyeshadows. So I'm going to be trying this out for the first time. It has these colors inside. Yeah, I'm excited about this. So I'm going to go in with, I don't know, let me see. I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to use this one from Luxie. It's their 209 large shader brush. Ooh, excuse me. Nose gets itchy. So it's their 209 shader brush. I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's like a blue grayish color. Okay, let's see if this is worth it. I don't know how much, I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I got this one sale because they were having a sale on their site, and a lot of brands are having sales right now. So even though we're in a pandemic, a lot of brands maybe are having sales because people are not buying things. But if you want to try some more luxury brands and stuff like that, this might be the time to get things on sale if you can, if you are shopping right now. So I know a lot of people are not shopping, and I also know a lot of people are starting to go back to work. I am a teacher. I've mentioned this before if you've been on my channel. So school is out right now, so I am off for the summer. So I don't have the issue right now. I mean, even when we were still in school, we had online school, and it was very easy for our school district to transition because we've had practice with online school and stuff like that. Our online system, we've had practice with it for digital learning days, for snow days. So we've already had practice with that. And that being the case, we were able to transition pretty easily to teaching online. All right, that color is quite pigmented. It showed up really nicely, and it got us a good base down. It is a shimmery, I think all of these are shimmery shades. So if you're a person that you need a matte, this might not be for you. Let me see this blue down here. This blue down here might be more matte. Let me see. But that shade I just used is definitely more of a shimmer. Yeah, this blue is more shimmery, like a satin maybe. So if you like absolutely need matte, you might use this as a companion palette, or if you're like me and you don't necessarily need a matte in the crease, because I like shimmers a lot. Those are my favorites. So I don't necessarily need a matte shade. So I'm just taking that blue shade now and just going kind of in the crease and focusing a lot of the color on the outer corner. But I don't necessarily want to cover up that shade I already went down with. It looks kind of crazy right now, but we're going to fix it up. Yeah, that's a pretty shade. It's definitely got shimmer in it. It's more of a satiny shade. I'm going to use my brush cleaner. I'm using the same brush for this because I don't like to use too many brushes to do an eye look. But I'm going to go back into that first shade that I used right there, just to make sure it doesn't disappear completely. I'm glad I wore a black and white shirt, so any eye look can kind of go with this. Okay, so that's what we have so far. I'm going to take, I might just use the same brush actually, and I'm just cleaning it off with my little color swatch from AOA Studio. This thing is $1 and it's amazing. It takes the color off. I'm gonna go in with that darker blue, like navy shade, and just put that on to mostly the outer corner to deepen up. So like I said, I don't remember how much I paid for this, but you can expect from a brand like Yves Saint Laurent that it is going to be a little bit more expensive, and you're only getting 5 shades. But like I said, I made a video recently about trying out or trying to build a luxury makeup collection, and how you can do that. And my tips I've been using so far this year to build it up is to get things on sale, because I just am not going to pay, like, some of the prices for luxury brand makeup is just ridiculous in my opinion. And you know, that's just my opinion. That doesn't have to, you don't have to agree, for sure not. But sometimes I'm just thinking, like, some of the prices, like for example, I got 2 Tom Ford palettes recently on sale. One was like 50% off and one was like 30% off, so a good significant chunk of it was money I got off. And for me, I do like the palettes so far. I'm enjoying them, but I just don't know if I would pay the full price for those. Like, they're $90 basically. They're $88 for 4 shades. For four shades. And the formula is nice and all, but I just don't think that that's going to, I would pay full price for those. I would have to wait for a sale or a Black Friday or a Sephora sale or something to get other palettes from Tom Ford. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this middle silver shade and put that all over the lid as my lid color, my pop, my shimmer. I don't usually wear, I'm using this little sponge thing just to see. Like I said, I do like these 4 shimmery shades, and that a lot came off there. It looks pretty flaky. I hope I don't get a lot of fallout. Ooh. I'm gonna press it in first, again, to try to avoid too much fallout. That's pretty. I don't usually wear a whole lot of like silvers on my skin. I mean, on my, like, I think I have more of a warm undertone or like leaning neutral, so I do wear them sometimes, but I don't wear a whole lot of silvery shades. But that is really pretty, like very reflective, very glittery, and I like a shiny. Okay, so that is, I think, going to be the finished look. I'm going to just blend a little bit off camera and then I'll be back. Alright, so I'm coming back on here to, yeah, I kind of cleaned up under my eyes. There was quite a lot of fallout, so you either might want to wet your brush or do your eyes first with this palette. There was quite a lot of fallout. Not like an excessive amount, but in my, like, for me, I always do my eyes first anyways, because I do not like to have my foundation messed up. And I, like, one of my pet peeves is having like a glitteriness underneath my like eyeshadow coming through, and I just like it. But I'm gonna be using this Ciate Extraordinary foundation. I just got this in a boxy pop-up. They had a sale, and I just am trying to try as many light coverage tinted moisturizer type foundations, and I think this falls in that category. There is quite a bit. It's got a radiant finish, so I love that. I love dewy or radiant or satin or natural looks. I don't really do matte. And this was, I don't remember how much I paid for this, but again, it was greatly discounted because that's what BoxyCharm does for their little pop-up things. It's stuff that has been in the boxes or other products that are highly discounted. So I did order from there. This is the first time I ordered from the BoxyCharm pop-up store sale. So this from Ciate, London. This, I got it in the shade 127Y Bamboo. I think it's a pretty good match. I think it's a little bit light. I used it one time yesterday actually, which I didn't film. So I'm going to try it again today, and so I go ahead and put a couple pumps on here, and I'm just going to go in with a little sponge and put this on. So I'm going to use the mirror on here. It does have quite a bit of coverage actually. Yeah, like I said, the color is pretty good, but it's actually, once I blended it, when I first pumped it out, I thought it was going to be too light. But it actually is pretty nice. Like, I can see a little bit of difference between my neck and my face, but we'll bring the makeup, the foundation down anyway. So it might be the undertone that's slightly off as well. That's, instead of it being too light, it might be the undertone that's kind of off, but it works. Yeah, so that's actually a pretty good match. And when I wore it yesterday, I really liked it. It wore all day basically, and it had my skin looking really nice. Nothing like cakey or built up or anything like that. So I'm enjoying this so far. Do this delicately without messing up my wig.
One thing I do have to say though is that you really do have to press it in, because if not, it'll kind of just sit on the skin, which is not a lot I love. So you really have to be sure you do a good job with blending it into the skin. Okay, the rest I'm just going to put halfway down my neck and on the chin area.
Okay, that is looking good. So next I'm going to go into my concealer. I have found the concealer for me. This Undone Beauty Conceal to Reveal palette is everything to me right now. I've been using this for every single day for basically like the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And it has 3 different layers. One layer is like a sheer, one layer is like medium, and one layer is like full coverage. And I usually use the middle part or the more sheer part at the top. And I just love this concealer on me. It just looks really nice on, and it just makes my under eyes look really good. Like, I usually have a problem because my under eyes are so dry of a lot of creasing and just like crepey looking lines. And with this, I don't see that. So I'm just gonna dip my sponge into it. I think also one thing that messes people up is going in with too much concealer. Like, you don't need like a ton of concealer to really hide the under eyes, and it depends on the formula of course, but you really just need from Robert Walsh, I think that's how you say his name. I watch him a lot, and he says just do like a dot here and a dot there and just blend out and add as needed. You don't need to add a lot. And for me, I just put it onto my beauty blender like a really light layer and just press into, and it gives just an even thin layer of concealer that works really well. And if I need to go in with anything else, I can slowly add on and not have a bunch of cakiness under the eye. So that's the best thing that works for me at the moment. I think this is going to be my holy grail concealer for sure from Undone Beauty, which is a brand I think is pretty underrated. Their foundation is really nice too. I've used it quite a few times. And then the other highlight thing from them is their powder, the Under Over powder. This powder I love because, like I said, I do love a dewy or satin or natural finish, and this doesn't take away from the dewiness at all, but it also gives you a beautiful like blurring type of effect. And it's not the, like, it's like a powder that works with the dewiness. Like, it doesn't take away from your shine or your dew. It works with it, and I like that. Now, if you want to be completely matte or oily, I would probably not recommend this. I mean, if you have oily skin and you want to be completely matte, like, this powder is not for you probably, because it does not do really well with mattifying. Like, if I want to have, like, my T-zone mattify because it gets oily, I wouldn't use this product. But I'm just taking a little bit of that powder and setting the under eyes. Again, there's no need to use a whole lot of powder on those under eyes. Just a light dusting just to set and make sure it doesn't crease. There's no need to pile on the powder or bake and all that. It's just not necessary. And that looks pretty good. Really nice. Okay. Next, we're going to be using my Honest Beauty cream blush. The cream cheek blush in the shade Plum Berry. This one is not new to me at all. It's actually old, a little bit older. I've had it for quite a while and I've used it plenty of times. I use it more in the winter time because it's a bit of a deeper shade, but I decided to go ahead and use it today as well. I mean, it's no, you know, restrictions of when you want to use a certain color. You can use it whatever time of the year, but it's one I did use more in the fall. You know, I think I'm gonna go bronze. I'm gonna bronze first. I always do it. I intend to bronze first before I put on blush, but I never actually do that. But I'm going to do it today. So I'm going to use my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is the Sunkissed Bronzer. I think that's the shade. And so I'm going to use my bronzing brush from Alamar. It's just their bronzing brush. This is not clean. I need to clean my brushes. I'll just go like right on kind of where you were contouring, a little bit up to bronze the skin. And a little up here as well, and make sure that's all blended in. Okay, now for blush. Like I said, I'm using that Honest Beauty blush, and I'm going to use just a stippling brush today to blend that into the skin. This is a very pigmented, so you do not need, ooh, I think I just put too much. Yep. Let's see if I can fix this. Okay. You don't need a lot of this, honestly, at all. It's very pigmented, and it's easy to blend in to the skin. And if you do put too much on, it's better to just try a little at first and then build up as you need it. But as you can see, I put on quite a lot. If you need to fix, if you put on too much cream blush, you can always go back over with your sponge or with a translucent powder to kind of tame it down, or just continue to buff it into the skin and blend until it's kind of where you want it to be. And so that's what I'm doing here. Just gonna keep blending, and it might be good to use a more stippling motion to just press it into the skin versus a sweeping or sliding motion, because that can disturb the rest of your makeup. But as you can see, that's quite bright there. I do love a lot of blush, but I am going to go over with the powder in a minute, so that's fine for now. And then, okay, where are we at? We did blush, bronzer, eyebrows. I'm not going to do on camera. It's kind of boring to me. But I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I have just recently got this in a Sephora sale, I believe. And I love this. This is my new favorite eyebrow gel because it's clear, and I don't like to do a whole lot to my eyebrows. I kind of fill it in and put that eyebrow gel, and that's it. Alright, to the video, part of the video that kind of has excited me the most. Let me go ahead and put some powder on first before I get to it though. I'm going to just take a big brush and just put this Undone Beauty powder onto my face. Like I said, I was going to put powder all over anyway, so that blush, it's okay that it was a little much because I'm going over with powder. definitely toned that blush down a little bit. Okay, so again, love this powder. Alright, so this is the part I think I'm been most excited about, is trying on these Propa Beauty lipsticks. I did swatch them yesterday already, so they look a little used. I've already swatched them. So this shade is Believe It, and it comes in this beautiful nude packaging. I think it's so pretty. Very like luxurious feeling. Not super duper, I mean, it's got some weight to it. It's nice. And it's got the little symbol at the top. I love the shape as well. So it comes like that, the bullet inside, and it has the brand name. And so this shade, Believe It, like I said, I've already swatched these, but this is the shade Believe It. I'm going to try them onto my lips, all 3 shades. If you want to see how these shades look, just stick around. I do have some like lip, a little bit of my YSL Beauty lip treatment oil on, so I'm gonna just kind of wipe that off a little bit. I think it was Robert Wash as well. He said it's better to put on lipsticks to more dry skin, not over like a chapstick. I forgot the reasoning why, but yeah. So it's still a little bit of the oil on there, but not too much that it's going to affect this. So I'm going to just put this on, try this on to pretty much dry lips that have been prepped. And this brand is, I believe, new. They're indie. They are black owned, I believe. Yeah, they're black owned. And I just want to support, you know, black indie makeup owners. So that's what that one looks like. I definitely think I could build it up just a little bit more. Goes on very smooth and creamy, pretty opaque, beautiful. I don't usually use lip liners like ever. I have lip liners, but I don't use them that often. So that's that color. And the brand had a whole bunch of different colors. There were so many, and you can buy all of them for like $100, which is pretty good for the amount that was on there. But they are retail price of $12, so these are not super expensive. So that is Believe It. I love that color. That's definitely a beautiful color. And they have lighter shades and darker shades, so perfect for all different types of skin tones. Amazing. Alright, so that's Believe It. I'm going to take it off now. Without disturbing my makeup, hopefully. Okay. Alright. So next shade I'm going to go into is a Fighter. I got all deeper shades. So I might go with this look today. We'll see. And so Fighter is sort of like another brown shade. This one has a 12-month lifespan. I think they all have 12-month lifespan. And Fighter looks like that. Again, I swatched it yesterday, so if you're seeing grooves on there, that's because I did swatch them. The little part that's hanging off. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this one on. Ooh. That is super pretty. I would say that's like a chocolatey brown. Again, that's Fighter. Very creamy, just like the other one. Definitely, you do need to go over it a couple times, but I don't mind that. Ooh, that is so gorgeous. Excuse the application here, but I do like that shade a lot. That's pretty. I don't have a lot of shades like that at all. I don't think I have any shades like that. Okay, so we're going to take that one off and go to the last shade. I definitely think I'm going to order some more from this brand. I do really love a creamy, what am I trying to say? I do love a cream formula, and these are very creamy. All right, the last one I have is called Focus, and this one might be more warm, maybe. I did swatch it yesterday, but I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's a bit more warm. So this is Focused. Let's put this on. And again, it depends on your skin tone of how these will look on you. These are all pretty, oh, so cute. So that's, again, Focused. So these are all pretty deep on, like darker on me. They did have a lot more shades, of course. But that is super, super gorgeous. I love that. This one's a little bit more, I don't know how I would describe that, but it's super pretty. I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, so that one again is Focus. If you want to support a indie brand that is Black owned, you know, woman of color, definitely check out Propa Beauty. These are only $12 again, and they are a really nice formula, very creamy. I love it so far. So, should I stick with that shade? I don't know if any of these shades are going with the look today. I mean, that was pretty. It's pretty cute. I also wanted to try out this lip gloss I got from Yves Laurent. Again, so with the palette, I got okay, I decided to just go ahead and stick with that last color, which was Focus on the lips. I think it looks okay, and I'll use the lip quad in another video. But I did put a little bit of the lip gloss on top. It's already creamy and sort of a glossy formula, but I think the gloss on top gave it a little bit more shimmeriness, so it's really pretty. This is a formula, the lipstick is a formula that's very creamy and might move, so you know, you might have to reapply throughout the day, make sure it doesn't get on your teeth, all that kind of stuff. But I don't mind that because I do like I said, I do love a creamy lipstick. I like all things creamy and glossy. So this is the final look. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here today with some setting spray from Morphe. Just got this recently, the Continuous Setting Mist. I always like to go in with setting spray as well, and so I'm gonna let that just dry. Oh, I forgot, I got this. I hear so many people rave about this Essence Last Princess mascara. I've never tried it before, and I just bought it and I just received it today, so I'm gonna pop some of that on as well. Sometimes it's good to wait after you set your face to do mascara anyways, because sometimes that will run. But I hear so many YouTubers say that this is their favorite mascara, and I like mascara, but it's not my favorite thing. Like, I don't even usually put on mascara some days. Most days, like, I don't put on mascara. But I think with this look, we need a little mascara on. Okay, so that's the Lash Princess mascara with one coat. And this is very affordable. I think it was like a couple dollars. Nice, beautiful. I'm not gonna go over it. Like I said, I don't usually wear mascara anyways, so I'm not gonna do too much, but I do like that so far. That's really nice. Alright, so that's all the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys another time. So stay safe. Adios.